Hi everyone, Jem here and welcome back to my creative space. Now today's video is a follow-up on the July or Jelly postcard play challenge that was run by Kerry Griffiths for the month of July. That I think it was something like 69 different channels participated in on YouTube, and I know a lot of other creative people joined in as well. So now this was not the first challenge that I've done, but the first challenge I've done and posted my videos online. And what I thought today was I've spent a few days reflecting on my experience of doing this challenge. And I thought what I'd do today is to just share some of those reflections and my top tips for newbies if it's the first time you've done a challenge, whether you're doing it on video or not. I thought I might share some of my thoughts from this challenge, and whilst I'm doing that I'm just going to flick through the postcards that I created as part of this challenge to give you something to look at while I'm talking. Alright, so I'm not going to talk about each postcard, I'm just going to flick through them. If you have any questions, do feel free to ask in the comments, or if you want to tell me which was your favourite, I would love that. Otherwise, have a look back at my July postcard play playlist if you want to see a particular postcard and how it was made. All right, so one of the things that I realised was really important when undertaking a challenge like this, because it is actually really quite a big commitment. You are committing to making a piece of art every day for 31 days. And not only that, but you have to, when you're videoing as well, you have to deal with things like right now, the sun has just come out, so I've got lots of shadows. Look at those. So you have to work with things like that as well. But one of the things that that I realised was how important the prep was. Now for this challenge, Kerry gave us a heads up a good couple of weeks out from the start of the challenge, which was really useful. So for me, my first top tip is get yourself prepared. Now, whether that's collecting materials, preparing, in this case, I prepared some of the backgrounds that I was going to use, or whether it's just collating your thoughts and ideas and perhaps making notes of them. All those things are really helpful in terms of preparing. Also, think about, and this is my second top tip, think about the time that your challenge is going to take, and be realistic about that. If you're committing to doing something every day, can you realistically do that? You know, do you need to create 2 pieces some days because you're not going to have time on other days? And you know, that is, I would say, be realistic, especially if you're videoing. One of the things I found was that it wasn't just about creating and videoing the art, it was about the upload and the editing time. So do be realistic about the time that any challenge is going to take. Don't let that put you off, but just be mindful. My third top tip, do you know what? It's great to look at everybody else and what they're doing and gain some ideas, gain some knowledge, gain some techniques. It's fantastic. But at the end of the day, my tip is that you do you. Remember what inspires you. What is your thing as an artist? And within the parameters of whatever challenge you're doing, I would say remember to do you and be true to yourself. It's really easy to see other people and think, oh my goodness, I'm not doing those things. And you know what? As long as you're meeting the parameters of the challenge that you're doing, then do you. Do what works for you. Do what is you as an artist. and I mean, this was one of the lovely things I found about this, the Kerry's July Postcard Play Challenge, was that there weren't many parameters, there weren't many rules, as it were. Our postcards had to be 4x6, they had to include some gel printing, and they had to have the number of the day on them. But other than that, we were free to express ourselves as artists in any way we wanted to. And for me, that was something I really enjoyed. And I got to see, and I'm still seeing, so many beautiful videos and talented work from other people. That, you know, it's another way, always another way of learning, isn't it? So my fourth top tip, you know what, a challenge like this is a big commitment. As I say, especially if you're sharing your work with others. And I would say, don't beat yourself up if things don't go to plan. Don't get into negative comparisons with other people who are doing the challenge. And you know what? Sometimes life gets in the way. And if you don't make your postcards on time, or you don't make whatever the challenge is on time, don't beat yourself up about it. You know, keep things in perspective. And also be creative in how you meet your challenges. These next 3 postcards I'm going to show you, I created digitally. We were away from home for a week, and I managed to get some postcards done in advance, but some I didn't. And so I uploaded some gel print backgrounds to my computer, and I created a little video and a postcard using photographs that I'd taken whilst we were away. And when I came back, what I've done is printed them off and mounted them so that they are a 4x6. So be creative in how you think outside the square. But as I say, my big tip for number 4 is don't beat yourself up if you find things aren't quite going to plan, and don't get into negative comparisons with other people. Okay, this is my 5th top tip actually, and probably my last one, is to just enjoy. Just enjoy what you're doing. The challenge is for fun. And it's a way of expressing yourself, of creating art, of sharing with others, but above all, just enjoy. And if you're not enjoying it, don't do it. That would be my, relax, enjoy. These things are supposed to be fun. And you know what I love about the creative community is that most groups are really supportive. They are positive. They're not negative groups. We're not out to destroy each other. And if you find yourself as part of a group like that, my tip, get out, because art, creativity, whatever you like to call it, it should be enjoyable. Now, these are my last few postcards here. One of the things I did find, I didn't realise how exhausting it would be to video and create every day. And it's taken me a few days to, one, clear up my craft, my creative space, but also just to take a big breath and go, oh, we're done. But as I say, my 5th tip, and the most important one, is that you enjoy and celebrate your achievements, folks. All right, I'm hopefully going to be back within the next week. What I want to do is to, I'm zoomed in, so hopefully you can see that. I'm going to show you how to make one of these. This is going to be a journal made, or a type of journal made from a grocery bag, and I'm going to be doing I'm going to be sorting this out as a keepsake for all my postcards. So there we go, folks. That's it for today. As I say, any questions, any comments, love to hear from you. But for now, thanks for watching. Ka kite anō.